And welcome back for the last quarter of this QAFLW match of the day between Aspley and Coolangatta. It's been all Coolangatta so far, leading by 60 points to nothing. If you had the stream on during the three-quarter time break, you may have heard some of Jacob Simmons' bliss address to the Aspley players. Very, very positive and trying to get them to show something in this last quarter. But Beth, we've got some injury news for Aspley.
Yeah, number 24, Caitlin Cantrell is taking the jersey off and the polo's back on. So could be an injury for her. She looked to be moving quite well. She had the right ankle strapped, but it's a big out for them. She was busy early, so let's see what they can do, see if they can keep putting the pressure on and hopefully get on the scoreboard this last quarter.
Got a secondary bounce here. Lingard back in the ruck has fought very hard all day between the ruck and centre half back. Pengelly has gone the wrong way with the ball, unfortunately. They've won a free kick, Aspley. Let's look at the chance to go forward again through Pengelly, looking to make up for a previous mistake. We've all done that before. It's a terrible feeling. She got the chance to make up for it. It's well up to the wing, looking for Shay Easton. Just shins the ball forward.
Great pressure there. Shay Easton's been all over it today. She hasn't given up, and it's resulted in a
dangerous spot. Michaela Campbell almost could have got a free kick there, but umpires called play on. Probably the most dangerous foray forward for the day, that one. Hins snaps it towards goal, but guess who's there again? Alex Hamlin. It's been resolute back there, impossible to get past. And again, chops off a foray forward for Aspley, and they'll clear out of their back 50.
Hamlin kicks it to a partner in crime there, and Selena, they link up beautifully down there. They are forever reliable. You're always confident the ball goes back, that they're going to be there to tidy up.
Easton wins the ball again, hand passes back to a teammate in Williamson. Not shinning it off the ground as Holly Murphy getting it going her way. It's all Aspley back there. The handball's missed the target and turned it over. And they get a chance to go forward through Murfield again. Big contest here, well done from both players. Lucy Thompson wins the ball against Lillian Doyle and gets it forward, but only as far as Ebony Peterson. Showed some signs in that third quarter, one of the AFLW Academy players for the Bluebirds.
Lucy Thompson again. She's moved up a little bit higher on the ground, probably hoping to get a bit of her experience and her penetrating kick to try and get that ball moving forward. Yet again, Alex Hamlin clearing the ball.
So they're having a crack here, Aspley trying to get the ball through for a score, but kick forward. Couldn't quite find its way to Campbell, and Coolangatta have the numbers here again. Turney, who's been very good, to Goodman, who's also been very, very good across half-back. Up towards the wing where Pengelly can't mark, and the ball is touched out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So Holly Murfield into the ruck against Angela Lingard. I'll have a secondary throw-in, I believe.
Holly, very versatile, can either play up in the forward line or in the ruck as she's playing there right now. Acacia Power tries to get it moving forward. Shay, great pick up again there through to
Hayley
Hins. Couldn't quite take the mark. Yet again, Alex Hamlin clearing to Jordan Membry. What will she do? Handballs to herself, if you don't mind.
Great block put on there by Lillian Doyle. Let's Membry get the ball forward.
Lucy Thompson again. The general back there, clearing it out. Back to the other general at the other end, Alex Hamlin. To Grace Moody, couldn't quite hang on there. Jess kicking it yet again to Lucy Thompson. Clearing it out the other side, good option.
She's doing her best to try and block it up across half back there, Lucy Thompson. Number of kicks so far in this quarter. She's may come back in. No, great tackle from Pengelly. He's been busy in the start of this last quarter out on that wing.
They haven't given up, the Hornets. It's gone over
Pengelly. Comes up the line, finds Shay Easton who marks. Got a nice chance to go forward here. Looking for Stevenson and found her on the lead. Doesn't have much ahead of her. It's all Coolangatta. It's probably too far outside her range. She goes the short pass, but it's been cut off there by Jessie Stevenson. Chasing all day like Aspley have been, it can be hard to provide some answers up forward. And
Maddie Roberts, what a pickup. And she kicks it down the line to Lillian Doyle. Fantastic execution of the kick there by Maddie Roberts. Lillian Doyle sets it up over the back for Holly Murfield. Lillian Doyle, one of our players, as I said earlier, from the Northern Rivers region, down there in Grafton, so a lot of travel time. I'm sure she's wanting to get a good run out. Umpire will ball that up there.
so Lingard and Murfield in the ruck again. Ball's one down to Pengelly, who's must possibly taken high. Bench called for it, but the umpire's called play on. It's going to come out here to Ebony Peterson, who's got a shot to run into the forward line. Just
well
outside her
done.
range, but it's gone over the top and it's been marked 15 metres out directly in front by Rosie Adamson, who can go back for her third goal of the day. Kicks on its way and it's there.
Well done. That was through Ebony Peterson there. Looked like she had all the time in the world to run through and gain some metres and kick it over the back to Rosie. Ebony's one of our youngest players, but out on the field, she's one of the most composed.
Field there for Renee's Curvin at full back, has been battling hard all day and was probably in the right spot there for the quick kick forward. Played 5 metres in front. Unfortunately, the Coolangatta player was able to run with the ball, an extra couple of metres, get over the top and find Adamson plenty of space around and take the ball on her chest.
Thank God Lucy took that kick because I was like pissy.
Zoe Wood wins the ball forward here. Membry on the second attempt is able to be clean. Gets the hand pass, looking for Grace Moody. Running onto the ball is Jan Gomes. Can she be clean? She can. Runs into goal. And again, over the top, Rosie Adamson. Kick just again went over the fingertips of the lunging defender. Oh, Adamson's missed. Ball must have run into the post, perhaps. Not sure what happened there. I missed that one.
Oh, I thought that was a goal as well. Interesting. Good sign for the Aspley defenders, though. Looking to defend it, clear it out. Amy again, sending it back into the forward 50. Rachel Milnes has been great back there for the Hornets as well today.
So Crees with a bit of clear footy here. It's nice for them. Kick the ball out. First to the ball, though. Lucy Turney once more. Very, very clean and a great hand pass to her partner in crime there in Selena Goodman. And kicks the ball out to Grace Moody, who's got plenty of space. Fortunately fumbles and closes up that space, but they're going to go forward again. Over the back here is Liv Stevenson. Will she send it up or have a shot for goal? She comes in, sort of half of both. Sort of a scrubber forward.
Jess got a handball there. It was Rachel Milnes, and it's run over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
So if you're just joining in, it's all Coolangatta today. 9 goals, 13, 67 in a comprehensively dominant display. Aspley, unfortunately, aren't able to score as yet. We've got 12 minutes, see what they can do. They're fighting hard, though, in this last quarter. Stevenson, great snap forward. And the mark's been taken in the goal square. I think that's Lillian Doyle, is it?
It is Lillian Doyle again. Very dominant up forward there.
It's one of those days for the Aspley defenders. When they play in front, the ball goes over the back, and when they play side to side, it just drops short into the arms of the forwards. But Doyle converts for her first goal of the day. 10th goal on the board for Coolangatta. In this sort of situation, do you think they'll be trying to press for that 100-point win?
Absolutely. I think they would be wanting to get as many goals as possible. Not only is it a good feeling, but bump that percentage up as well.
Coming into this round, half the teams are on 2 wins, half the teams on 1 win, so percentage very important. Coolangatta on top with a percentage north of 200. Get a nice bump again today as well. Aspley will win the ball forward through Lauren Crees. The mark's been cut off again by Lucy Turney. Hand passes to Hamlin. I feel like I've called those two names across halfback 20 times each today. Been terrific. Hamlin follows up, but it comes back to Turney. A nice spot behind the play. Can't quite be clean. There's good pressures put on there by Tegan Stevenson. Battling hard, the Aspley captain. Turney with the kick forward, but only as far as an Aspley opponent in Campbell. There's Goodman again. There's 3 or 4 very, very good Coolangatta defenders who've just been behind the play every single time when it's gone. Aspley get another chance to go forward here as a free kick's been pulled out for a throw.
Grace Moody, great smother.
Kicks into play on the mark and has Jordan Membry free for the hand pass. Just gets the ball forward, looking for Adamson. Picks the ball up nicely, dances around her opponent, kicks the ball into a dangerous spot, looking for Fortescue, who's taken a good mark, and she's battled really hard, really set the scene early in the ruck for Coolangatta. Maybe just outside her range, do you think?
Maybe just outside her range. She'll be looking to send it as far as she can. So the girls heading down to the goal line there. It's up. Anyone present there, and it's fallen to the feet of Lillian Doyle, I think it is again. Finds it again. Back to Amy, sending it to the goals, but only, out on the full.
Just had Lucy Turney limp off. Didn't look too serious, but maybe a bit of a knock. Cooler weather late in the game as well. Probably put her on ice for the day, I would have thought.
Most likely.
No point risking your very, very good defenders when the score is what it is now.
Absolutely not.
Kick in doesn't quite hit the target, and there's Grace Moody again. Can't quite be clean. Coolangatta running forward in numbers as you'd expect with the scoreline the way it is. And a free kick's been pulled out. It might be going to Moody, is it? No. It's going to go to Fortescue. A little bit closer than the last shot at goal. She'll be keen to get on the scoreboard. Probably deserves a goal, especially after her work in the first half where she was terrific in the ruck.
Runs in, sets it up again. Might not have the distance.
Grace
Moody took the mark, played on and kicked the goal. Grace Moody's come from a tennis background, actually. She's quite good at tennis, and she's not too bad at golf either. But today, she's got on the scoreboard, and she's been putting pressure on all over the ground, and she's been rewarded with a goal. So well done to Grace Moody.
The Bluebirds ringing the changes here late in the game. Membry's come off, might put her on ice as well. Big thump forward there from Lingard. She's battled very, very hard into the path of Williamson, who can't quite get the ball as far forward as she would have liked. There's Acacia Powell in an unfamiliar role across half-back. Can't win the ball, and the ball's gone in for an Aspley foray forward. Out there is Shay Easton. Can't quite trap the ball before it rolls out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in deep in the forward pocket. Aspley will be keen to try and get on the scoreboard here. They've got a real opportunity here in the last 6 or 7 minutes of this quarter.
They did well there. It's off the big tap from the ruck. Got it moving forward. See if they can do something with it here. Loose player out the back.
There's a difference again though. Aspley can't quite be as clean as they would have liked, and then Coolangatta to get the chance, and a couple of clean hand passes get the ball out. But only as far as an Aspley opponent. Comes into the centre where they've got a 2-on-1 here. Looks like Sarah Madden's come just off the bench if she's used, but she's missed out. Keep running forward. She might get to the end of it here. Big contest here. Sarah Madden can't win it. Nicely done there by Selena Goodman. Solid as always. A big kick up towards half forward. Terrific play there from Goodman. Hit Moody, who couldn't quite take the mark, but she soccers forward. Isabella Briggs running to a dangerous spot again, but it comes out to Murfield. There's Lucy Thompson.
Again, cleaning up. Run past Ebony Peterson.
Sarah Madden in there.
Liv Stevenson diving on the ball. Well done to get it out of there. Rachel Milnes trying to clear it. So Maddie Roberts coming off the bench. What will she do here? Sending it forward only as far as Morgan Lanigan, I think it is there. Handball's off. Sending it down to this wing again. 2-on-1. Shea almost took the mark. Fighting hard for it again. Roberts again.
Roberts,
Clearing it.
pardon the pun, put her head into the hornet's nest there and came up with a footy. Terrific play from Maddie Roberts.
Hope she's not allergic to the bees.
Jessie Stevenson wins the ball to a teammate in Fortescue. Can't quite get boot to ball.
On the boot.
Really fighting it hard in these last few minutes of play. Coolangatta trying to press home the advantage and get closer to that 100-point milestone. And Aspley desperately trying to get on the scoreboard. Goes through the legs of Pengelly. And Jan Gomes is there with plenty of numbers. Oh, shows a bit of candy. Gets past Pengelly and then kicks it very, very nicely to a teammate who can't quite take the mark. But there's Zoe Wood. Hand passes out. If they can be clean, they're out, but they can't quite. Ball comes back into the dangerous spot. Aspley got numbers there to clean up. Tired there, pushed there from, I think it was Milnes.
Ebony trying to dance her way through. Rosie feeding it back. Oh, well done. Desperate defence. Well done by Clark again. She's been busy in these last few minutes, chasing up her own handball. She kicks it off the ground. She's looking tired. She gets a bump there by Holly. Oh, well done.
Desperate stuff there by Sarah Madden.
They're not giving up, the Hornets, which is good to see.
It's the sort of stuff you love to see from your senior players when you're down so far, so late in the game. Still fighting like setting a great example.
Here she is again.
Zoe Wood wins it forward, looking for Liv Stevenson, but can't quite get there in the black boots, and the ball travels out of bounds. Grace Moody coming back on for the last few minutes. Might try and sneak forward. She can get to a dangerous spot. Coolangatta win the ball forward. There's Lucy Thompson, who just got boot to ball. Didn't go very far. Back into that nest of players.
Nicola Clark again clearing it out. Defence have been solid down there for the Hornets.
Lena Goodman again. Aspley have got the clearance with the umpires. The whistle's going to go downfield, I believe. Yes. Could have been 50 if the umpire saw it. It was thrown back along the ground, but let it go. So what can Aspley do? 2.5 minutes left to play here in this last quarter. Aspley got the ball on the far wing. Looks for a teammate. Oh, it's gone through one set of hands, through another Coolangatta set of hands, and there's Madden to try and clean up. Tegan Stevenson wins the ball forward, but off the side of the boot, out of bounds on the full. What would you like to see them do in this situation? Try and press another goal or practice their winding the clock down in the last couple of minutes?
I'd like to see them keep taking the game on, try for another goal or two. Can't hurt, that's for sure.
Certainly didn't do anything sideways. They went straight forward, where all the players are.
Maddie Roberts again. The side of the boot. Lillian Doyle. Can she pick it up cleanly? Yes, she can. Handball's a little bit short there to Izzy Briggs. Gets it on the boot. Run out the back of the players. Adamson kicks it off the ground, and she's got another one to her name. Well done to Rosie.
4 goals from a key forward in not great weather for key forward. Should be pretty happy with that.
Absolutely, being a taller player, these conditions, not ideal. But as you saw there, kicked it off the ground. And she's been rewarded with 4 goals. So she's adjusted to the conditions beautifully.
So into the final minute of play here. Thanks again for joining us today. Once again, it is umpire appreciation round. So if you get to a game of local footy, junior footy, whatever this weekend, make sure you thank the umpires. Once again, no game without them. They do a great job. Really appreciate them. Lingard wins down. Great tap. to Williamson, who hand passes it forward and then is held onto after handballing, so she'll get a free kick.
Can they produce anything here in the dying minutes?
Looking for Campbell, can't quite take the mark. Running through there is Easton, trying to bullock her way forward, gets a hand pass away. Coolangatta desperately trying to avoid Aspley being able to score.
Zoe
Got
Wood
as
just
far
ran
as
over
Wood.
the ball there. Oh, great spin by
Lanigan, that was.
Lanigan. She's been good in this last term.
And there's the final siren. So congratulations to Coolangatta with a comprehensive thumping win, 12 goals, 13, 85 to Aspley yet to score. Rosie Adams, key forward for the Bluebirds, kicked 4. Isabella Briggs 3. Aspley unfortunately not able to trouble the scorers. They were battled hard, didn't give up in the last quarter, but very, very solid win to Coolangatta. Who are your best players?
I think not only the forwards kicking a few goals, Izzy Briggs, Rosie Adamson, but the girls off the half-back line, Selena Goodman, Lucy Turney, Alex Hamlin, able to cut it off and deliver it down to those girls in the forward line. So well done. Hard conditions to play in, but they did very, very well.
For the Hornets, tough to find too many winners out there, but Angela Lingard was terrific in the ruck, battled very, very hard all day and even went back to centre-half back to try and help that back line out. Did very, very well. Shay Easton fought on very, very hard as well, and Tegan Stevenson. It's one of those days where you could see her battling really, really hard in the contest and just wasn't quite coming off for her, but she never gave up. Plenty of the footy for her team. Very proud of her efforts today, but end of the day, Coolangatta extend their lead on top of the ladder. The percentage will have a big bump up. Already it was 220 coming into today.
Yeah, definitely. The Hornets didn't give up. You're absolutely right. The girls down back, Lucy Thompson, Nicola Clark, they really held it down back and tried to pump it long, but it was a bit of a ping pong, came back too often than they'd liked. But they battled hard all the way to the end.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Once again, a comprehensive win to Coolangatta. Today was the QAFLW match of the day between Aspley and Coolangatta. We'll be back again the same time next week with next week's match of the round. Thank you. I'm Lenny Phillips, and joining me today was Beth Pynchon. Thank you.
Thank you.